The text message that night wasn't just a text. It was a crack in the foundation of everything I thought I knew. It was from a number I didn't recognize. A simple, "See you soon," sent to my wife, Sarah. When I asked her about it, she just laughed it off. "Well, that's just a work thing, a client," she said, waving her hand dismissively. But her eyes, they didn't meet mine. That was the first red flag. For weeks, things had felt off. Late nights at the office became more frequent. Her phone was always face down, and there was a distance between us that felt wider than the empty space in our bed. I tried to ignore it. I really did. I told myself I was being paranoid, that 10 years of marriage meant something, that the woman I loved wouldn't betray me. But the doubt was like a poison, slowly seeping into my thoughts. The late-night work emergencies, the vague answers, the way she jumped when I walked into a room while she was texting, it all started adding up. I felt like I was going crazy, questioning my own sanity. Was I just insecure? Was my gut telling me something I didn't want to hear? I had to know the truth, no matter how much it might hurt. So one Tuesday evening, I did something I never thought I'd do. She texted me saying she was stuck in a late meeting and would be home around 9. My heart was pounding in my chest, a mix of fear and adrenaline. I drove to her office building, my hands slick on the steering wheel. I parked across the street, hidden in the shadows, feeling like a character in some cheap detective novel. I waited and waited. At 7:30, long before her supposed meeting was over, I saw her. She walked out of the building, not looking tired from work, but radiant, smiling, and she wasn't alone. A man I'd never seen before was with her. He was tall, dressed in a sharp suit, and he put his hand on the small of her back as they walked. My breath caught in my throat. It was too familiar, too intimate. They weren't heading for the parking garage. Instead, they walked down the street and went into a cozy little Italian restaurant, the kind of place we used to go for our anniversaries. I watched through the window as he pulled out her chair as they laughed, as he reached across the table to hold her hand. Every gesture was a dagger to my heart. This wasn't a work meeting. This was a date. I sat in my car for what felt like an eternity, the world spinning around me. The woman I had built a life with, the woman I trusted completely, was living a lie. And I was sitting here watching it unfold. When they finally left the restaurant, they didn't say a long goodbye. He walked her to her car. They shared a quick stolen kiss under the dim streetlights, and then she drove away, heading home to me. That kiss confirmed everything. It burned an image into my mind that I knew would never fade. The drive home was a blur. When she walked through the door, smiling and asking about my day, the mask of our perfect life shattered. I didn't yell. I didn't scream. I just looked at her and said, "Who was he, Sarah?" The color drained from her face. In that moment, I knew our marriage was over. It wasn't just the lie. It was the realization that the person I thought I knew didn't exist anymore. And that's a truth you can't come back from.